Sometimes just one sentence can totally flip how you see the world. And today we're going to dive into one of those. It's a quote that just perfectly captures this idea of taking control of our own lives. So, yeah, let's get right into it. All right, here it is. Life has no remote. Sometimes you have to get up and change it yourself. I mean, there's such a profound simplicity to that, isn't there? This isn't some complex wisdom from an ancient scroll. It's a modern metaphor that every single one of us gets instantly. And that, right there, is its real power. Okay, so let's really unpack this thing together. We're going to start with the first half of that quote. What does it actually mean that life has no remote? Seriously, who hasn't felt this? You're sitting in a boring meeting, or you're about to have that really difficult conversation, or maybe you're just dreading a workout. We've all been there wishing we could just hit a button and fast forward to the good stuff. And that feeling, that totally universal feeling, is exactly why this metaphor just lands. And that desire for a quick fix, that brings us right to the heart of the metaphor, doesn't it? The remote control itself. So what's it really stand for? Well, it's really an illusion. It's this idea that we can change things from way over here, without ever getting our hands dirty. You could call this the remote control mindset. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's when you're in that passive state, just kind of hoping things will get better on their own. Waiting for your boss to finally notice you, or for your partner to somehow read your mind, or for a bolt of motivation to just magically strike. We're basically just sitting around waiting for some external solution to fix what's an internal problem. And really, this boils down to a super clear contrast. On one side, you've got that remote control thinking, which is all about waiting, wishing, and, let's be honest, blaming. But then on the other side, you have direct action. And that's all about doing, owning your part, and actually acting. It's the huge difference between just watching your life happen versus actively participating in it. Let me put it another way. Being passive, that's like sitting on the couch, just waiting for the TV channel to change all by itself. We're just staring at the screen of our life, hoping a better show comes on. But here's the thing. Life isn't TV. The channel only changes when we're the ones to change it. All right, so we've spent some time on the problem, right? This passive, remote control way of thinking. So now let's flip it and focus on the solution. And that's all in the second half of the quote. This is the call to action. This is about actually getting off the couch. Let's just look at those words one more time. You have to get up and change it yourself. See? This is where all the power shifts right back to us. It's a declaration that we are not just helpless spectators in our own lives. But the big question is, what does getting up actually look like day to day? So how do we actually get up? Well, you can break it down into a really simple 3-step process. First up, acknowledge. That just means seeing the situation exactly as it is, not as you wish it were. Step 2, identify. Find just one tiny thing you have the power to influence. Don't try to solve the whole giant problem, just one little piece. And then finally, and this is the most crucial part, act. Turn your thinking into doing. I mean, send that email, make that call, go for a 5-minute walk. It doesn't matter how small. Just take that very first step. And that brings the question right to your doorstep. I mean, forget about tomorrow or next week. What about today, right now? What is one tiny, totally manageable step you can take to shift from that passive wishing to active doing? Just take a second and really think about that. You see, taking that one small step, that leads us to the real big takeaway here. This quote, it isn't just about a single action. It's about totally internalizing a whole new perspective. It's about getting deep down that you are the one who makes the change. We spend so much of our time looking for the perfect app or the right book or that one person who's going to fix everything for us. We're always looking for the remote. But this quote is such a powerful reminder that the power to pause, to rewind, to change the whole scene, that's been inside of us the entire time. There's actually a name for this. It's called personal agency. And all it is the fundamental belief that your choices and your actions are the main things driving the outcomes in your life. It's the complete opposite of that remote control mindset we talked about. It's simply understanding that you are the one at the controls. So here's what it all boils down to, really. It's time to stop searching for the remote. Just stop. Stop waiting for something to happen. The power to change the channel, it is, and it always has been, right there in your own hands. So I'm going to leave you with this one last question, and I want you to really think about it. If you decided to get up right now, in this exact moment,
what's the very first thing you would change?